What you're watching right now is the newest rotation for Galbrena. There's a lot more going on than you'll notice at first glance, and it is a little bit execution heavy, so we'll break it down in a bit. Before that though, I want to explain exactly what makes this rotation good. The rotation takes advantage of the fact that the first 3 auto attacks in Galbrena's forte are counted as heavy attacks. That means that this rotation is specifically paired for characters like Yuno and Mortefi when those are on our team. This means that our free-to-play viability actually shoots up if you're using this. The 4th and 5th basic attacks inside of her forte are actually echo skill damage, and that'll matter because... Oh, let me go ahead and move my webcam. Basically, Galbrena's signature makes it so when you do echo skill damage, you gain 24% heavy attack damage bonus for 6 seconds. Unfortunately for Galbrena, she actually uses her echo skill during the first part of her rotation, meaning that this will fall off during the second half, as 6 seconds is not that much time, and the rotation you just saw there is actually 9 seconds. Yeah, I guess I really need to explain that to you guys. With this in mind, if we're spamming the heavy attacks, how do we actually get this echo skill damage done? I'll explain that in a second, but first, there's one more mechanic about Galbrena you need to understand. Basically, any of Galbrena's attacks can actually be cancelled by her heavy attack, simply by inputting a hold basic. That means you could be in the middle of any animation like so, and heavy attack. Why does this matter? Well, the first 3 autos inside of her forte are actually heavy attack damage, but if you execute a simple dash, you still end up in the echo skill part of her heavy attack chain. This is where... give me a second, I need to build this up. This is where the heavy attack comes in. If you execute the heavy attack and then dodge immediately afterward, you're actually able to go back to the start of this rotation, like so, and then you can go back and do the heavy attack yet again. It's important when executing this, you need to make sure you don't do damage with the heavy attack one. So you have to practice that a little bit for timing. In practice, executed properly, you can get 4 of these chains off during her forte, but we need to fit an echo skill in there. Remember what we said earlier about the 4th basic counting as echo skill damage? That's where it comes in now. During the rotation, we're going to have to use our 4th basic in order to get the echo skill damage proc so we can get the extra heavy attack from our signature. What that means is, after we do 2 of these, like so, we need to do a basic 4, charge attack, and dash cancel in order to get back to our heavy and not consume too much forte gauge. Now that you understand the basics of what we're trying to do, it's time to break down the rotation itself. We enter our forte, then ult. Then we use our 2nd and 3rd forte basics. Once the 3rd basic does damage, you cancel it with the heavy attack and immediately dodge cancel that heavy attack before it can do any damage. Otherwise, you'll not have enough forte gauge in order to execute this combo. We do that again, but with a twist. The forte basic 2-3, this time we let the first hit of the basic 4 come out before canceling it with the heavy attack dodge combo. Then we repeat the first part. Forte basic 2-3, heavy attack cancel. Forte basic 2-3, heavy attack outro. I'll do a quick showcase of what this actually looks like in practice, but I want to point out something first. Like, Galbrena isn't very well built, and my Mortefi literally has nothing on him at all. Static miss level 1, no skills, S4, level 40. So instead of doing this on a boss and trying to showcase the damage like that means anything, I'll just tell you it's more damage than our other combos if you're playing with heavy attackers, and I'll just show you how to execute it so you can mess around with it yourself. Oh, also I'm going to be using Rhinne instead of Shorekeeper because I don't own Shorekeeper. One thing that's important to note is that this does extend Galbrena's rotation, so it's actually best utilized if you're going to play a more quick swap focused playstyle. Given how execution heavy it is, I'd assume anyone who can execute this could probably execute quick swap, so I'd recommend it.
Life is in everything.
Fury boils. Inferno. Silence. Let's do this another way.
Behave now. The hunt ends here.
Time to go.
Leave it to me.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think about the fact that that would be so hard to explain in the middle of doing it. But that should give you a general idea of how to play the rotation. Pretty much because Mortefi is brain dead, all you have to do is anytime you're swapping into him, he automatically classes basic force, so just do that a few times and it makes your rotation faster. Also, if you can manage to, just swapping into Galbrena and even doing a single auto attack builds up her forte pretty well. Like, you just swap into her like that, it does her basic too. It's basically the same thing as Mortefi. And then look at that, I have my forte. Anyway, you guys said you wanted to see more sweat guides. I have a quick swap guide coming out in the near future. Highly recommend you subscribe for it. And if you share this tech, mention my name. I didn't discover it, but I want the clout.